Kia ora. Now let me tell you what this means. Kia ora means, in the Maori language, it is the customary greeting of the Maori people. And kia ora can mean hello, goodbye, yes, no, I agree, I disagree, or as most of you may know it as, hey, what's up? Or some might say, hua! Yes, I will tell you today about the great country of New Zealand and its people, the Maori. And here's the flag of New Zealand, and that is the Maori flag. And the Maori people call New Zealand Aotearoa, and the people are called the Maori. And first I will tell you about the great geography of this country and its climate. And as you can see here, it's located next to Australia and is an island. It's very tropical in the Pacific Ocean, and it's also located on major fault lines, and that contributes to its like the rugged geography of the country. And it's also like it's an island surrounded by water, and the people there they eat a lot of fish and that kind of stuff, and their food is always available, so they end up being like regular stocky characters. And as for the climate, I took this picture there, and this is such a beautiful country. I wish you would all go there eventually. But yeah, it's self-explanatory. It's awesome. And now I'll tell you more about the Maori people. I'm going to talk about the Marae, the Hongi, the Haka, and Maori in film. First of all, the Marae. This is actually my tour group for the study abroad group that I went to Australia last semester. And there's me right there. And the Marae actually is more than just this building. It's a couple different buildings, like the kitchen place where they make all the food and everything. And then this place, which is the greeting place where they, for all the, if they greet another tribe or whatever, that they come in and meet them there. And so we actually slept in that place. So that was really cool. Next I'll talk about the Hongi, which is their customary greeting. And this is when you greet someone and you touch your forehead and your noses together, and then you also breathe in at the same time. So I thought that was a very fascinating fact about the Maori people, and they're very, they're close to you, they're very friendly, they're very welcoming. So I thought that was a very fascinating thing about them. Now about the more fierce side of the Maori, this is a demonstration of the haka, which is the dance that the warrior men perform, usually before a fight, or as the All Blacks, the New Zealand rugby team, does every time before they play a match. And so there's different types of the haka, so you can't just say the haka, it's a haka. There's about 9 different types, depending on if they have weapons or not, or if they do jumps and leaps and whatever, and if they have different tattoos or whatever. And they also do different like yells and cries and stuff, and it's basically just to intimidate the opponents. And usually what they do is they, to scare the opponents, they like roll their eyes back or whatever, and they also stick out their tongue. And the Maori people used to be like a cannibalistic people, so they mean when they're sticking out their tongue is, you're going to taste good in my belly. So it's pretty freaky stuff. And I saw this, and it's scary stuff. Now here's more about some Maori film that you may have seen. This is Tamar Morrison and Daniel Logan, and they played Jango Fett and Boba Fett in the Star Wars movie. And this is Lawrence Mockery, which you probably know him more like that instead of like what he actually looks like. But he also played, so this is the Orc King, and then he also played the Witch King, and he also played the Orc King. And this girl up here, Keisha, she played the main character in the movie Whale Rider, which is actually a New Zealand film. And so I watched it, and it's a great movie, you should all watch it. And also Cliff Curtis, can't really read that, but he's played in a bunch of different movies like 10,000 BC and Live Free or Die Hard, and Three Kings. But mainly, the Maori people, because they're such like stocky built, they can be very good actors and also good stuntmen, like you can see here. What I'd like to leave with you what about your culture? What do you find fascinating about your culture that you could talk to other people about? What is it that like Maori people would find interesting about us?